Hey guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Erik and I wanted to talk about 3 must-have tools if you own watches. Absolutely have to have them. It's not just by manufacturer, it's about the style that you choose as well. And additionally, I'll give you a 4th bonus tool at the end. So let's get to it. So the 3 things that you absolutely must have. The first one is a really good spring bar fork tool. Absolutely must have. I would say this is the most important. Most people default, as I do, to Bourgeon. And as you can see, this is a bigger fork and this is a smaller fork. And you know, these actually just come out and fit in these. So you can just get one if you want, but these are 2 different ones. One's a 7767 and one's a 6767. I think this more knurled one here is a little more expensive, but you can just get one and then change these. It's just that I wanted to keep them in there so I can just grab them. So these are absolutely indispensable. Also, you can push out spring bars with this. You can actually push out pin and collars with these ends. Absolutely really important, and you will screw up these forks, so you'll need extra tips for these, which you can get from Bourgeon. So fantastic, the best ones you can get as far as I'm concerned. Secondly, really important, and I think everybody knows this, I hope, but the screwdrivers. Wow, you know, you can get really crappy ones really cheap. You can get super expensive Bourgeon. You can get the one with the spinner on it. You can get all different kinds. I would suggest, you know, Bourgeon is the most expensive. If you want them, get them. They're great. You're still going to need to buy other tips for them. So I have like a mixture here of cheapies, Horatec, and Bourgeon. But what I think, if I were to do it over, because I have a lot of tools and I have a lot more of these, I would probably get the Horatec. You can get a kit that has the 1.0, the 1.2, the 1.4, the 1.6, and the 2, all in one kit, and I don't think it's that expensive. Horatec are great. I know a lot of watchmakers that do use them. The one thing to point out that people don't talk about, if I can find it, if I can see here. Okay. So these are both the same size, right? And this one is a regular screwdriver tip, right? And then this one, I think it's called a wedge tip, if you look at it. You know what? I'll put something up on the screen that shows it really close, because this fits right into the screw, especially when you're dealing with Rolex and those type of things. I think Rolex is a 1.7. I don't even think this comes in a 1.7. I think it's 1.60. That's Rolex, again, manipulating us. And yes, you can buy a Rolex tool. I've seen them for $300 from certain manufacturers. The 1.6, this one works just fine on Rolex. It really does, but it makes a difference with this tip. Thirdly, believe it or not, you're going to need this. You're going to need at some point a Caseback knife. I know most of us that we don't have snap-on backs, but there are friends, there are times you're going to come across old watches, you're going to need to pop the back off. There are quartz watches that you need to do that with. Cheap tool, doesn't matter. The one thing that I found that was great, and I don't even know what to call this, like a Weeha. I got this on Amazon, but you can find all this stuff. I'm not going to put the links. You can find it yourself, but everything really fits in here. So these are both the same size. I got grays. I can make the same size. I have the spring bar tools. I can put them in here. And this is what I carry with me. So I actually carry this in my gym bag. I fill it all up, close it, and I just have it lying in the bottom of my gym bag. I always, you know, I'm a weirdo. I always feel like, you know, changing straps, or I have friends that ask me, and I have this with me. It's real simple. You can put it anywhere. I put it in your briefcase or whatever, but I guess it's by Weeha, I guess. Anyway, so these are the 3 most important tools, I think. Hey, there's so many other things you can get, from calipers that are digital to scales so you can weigh, to time graphers that, oh boy, you know, all kinds of stuff. But those are the 3 tools that are really essential to get. So let's go back up top. Thanks. Okay, there you go, guys. I think you should buy the better tools. It doesn't have to be Bourgeon. Horatec, I think, is a lot less expensive. They're really great tools, and I know a lot of watchmakers that use them. The funny thing is, when I found that case, that really wasn't made for those. I ended up putting it in my gym bag, and I usually have that gym bag with me, and I run into people that need a bracelet change or change to a rubber strap. That's you, Dom. And I end up using it all the time now. Alternatively though, you got here, crescent wrench. This one says crescent on it. This is original. Or a hammer. If none of those work, just bash the shit out of it with these. As a matter of fact, don't carry these with those tools, because if you're anything like me, you just might do that. Thanks so much for watching. If you like this kind of content, please like and subscribe. Thanks.